What a banger that intro is.
Oh, hi. What's up, everybody? Welcome back.
Are you fucking ready to go or not?
Welcome back to the Geeks and Company. My name's JS. This is the Geek Boutique podcast, and we've got the Geeks & Co. here today, because today, that's right, we're all about Toronto FanEXPO 2023, happening next week. So this is our pre-show. We're talking about all our plans, everything happening. If you guys want to know what we're up to, this is the spot. And we want to know what you guys are up to. So make sure you let us know in the comments what you guys are up to this weekend. What are you going to be dressing up as? Who are you excited to see? Are there any specific artists or actors or celebrities that you're going to go see? Let us know all that in the comments. Before we get started, my compadre, my co-host, pretending like he's not here right now, looking at his phone, doing other stuff, watching the hockey game. I mean, there's no hockey game on right now, but you know, Mr. Aka, Messiah Complex Cosplay. How you doing, buddy?
Fucking fantastic. Joining us tonight, as well as JS takes a big old drink from his, I'm sure, completely alcohol-free beverage there. Rob, the badass MF.
I forgot that would translate over to YouTube. But it is
genius.
true. I am a badass MF.
You are a badass MF, especially when the Wicked Witch of the West makes the top 10 list of villains. And as well,
speaking of witches,
our esteemed editor and local cottagecore kitchen witch, that Valkyrie girl, editor Megan. What's going on?
I'm just here.
I'm just existing right now. I'm just
part of the team, man.
Just here to lend my opinion.
Megan, you were at Ren Fair over the last...
I would say last couple of days. Yeah, that did not agree well with me, so I am back slightly early and therefore can be here.
How was the fair otherwise? Like, was there a lot of people?
It was so cool. There were tons of people, the like buildings and everything for it. Like they're set in. Like there are 300 acres, and they have like 3 distinct villages with like built-in. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Wow. I wish that my body and my mind would have let me stay and enjoy it.
Freakish is asking, where was the Ren Fair? I want to go. I want to got to more of those. I'm assuming he's saying I want to get to more of those, but yes.
Yep. Yes, this one was in Quebec. It was just north of Trois-Rivières. So it was a drive, especially a drive for only being there 2 days. But
well, Freakish is in your neighborhood now. He is I believe he's in Waterloo. There is one coming up in October, Noah, the Oxford Ren Fair, which is in Dorchester, which is probably about an hour drive from where you're at.
I would say, which is a much shorter drive.
Yes. Sure. Megan will be vending there. I will be there. I'm sure there's going to be a collection of other people that will be there. So that one's fun. It's just for 3 days. It's just a weekend. So definitely come out for that one. Get yourself a giant pickle from the guy that doesn't wear any shoes.
The pickles are necessary. It is
they're super not necessary. I will not buy foodstuffs from a barefoot guy. It's just one of my things.
That's fine. You don't need to be fun. It's okay.
Yeah. Anywho, what are we here for today, kids? Are we here to talk about Ren Fairs, or are we here to talk about FanEXPO 2023?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I'm hoping it's for FanEXPO 2023. Yeah. Rob the badass MF, please help me out here, man. What are we here to talk about?
I was going to actually ask about the Ren Fair thing.
God damn it.
We can talk about FanEXPO, which is next weekend.
Jeff is gone. Jeff has left the building.
I am leaving in a huff.
Yes.
Talk about Ren Fairs by all means. It's fun, man. With this year, I think.
Is it worth the drive from where I am down there?
For Oxford, I would say so. It's a couple of different days. They have like live jousting. It's very cool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, live music, a bunch of different vendors. I will say last year was a little bit awkward because they got roughly probably 5 to 10 times more people than they thought they were going to get.
Yeah.
So the facilities, like they only had 4 food trucks and there were 6,000 people there. So there were lineups for everything, and that made it a little bit challenging. We're hoping they're going to address that this year so that it's not but yeah. So just keep that in mind.
They were not anticipating the number of people they got last year. They ended up having to start parking cars that guests were coming in with in the area where they were previously going to be shooting the trebuchet. So there were just cars everywhere.
I mean, Rob, they have a trebuchet. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Very
no,
cool.
Interesting. All right, moving on.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, now you're ready to move on. Oh, okay. Good. Good to know. It's nice.
My tickets right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
FanEXPO 2023. Are we going to talk about
FanEXPO
that?
2023. Yeah, that is what we were here to talk about. Maybe we should first of all talk about where people can find us at FanEXPO 2023.
Yes.
Maybe I'll let Rob tell everybody where you can find us at FanEXPO 2023 because Jeff is already scoffing here.
Okay, so we are in the north building at the bottom of the escalators. I think you hang a right, go down that hallway. I don't know if you've ever gone there's a coffee shop / cafe at the end of there. And nobody knew that was there. JS and I knew because one day we were hunting for coffee, but way down that hallway, bottom of escalators, as far as away from possible from everything else. That's where you'll find us.
Well, we're not going to be that far away. So if you
I'm
take a right and you go
exaggerating
down
a
that
little
hallway,
bit.
we're the second door on the left.
Haven
You
Craze
will
is
hear
asking,
us.
is this your first year in the North Building? Well, not technically, no, because for Toronto Comic Con, we were in the North Building, but then everybody was in the North Building for Toronto Comic Con. This is our third of these style of cons in Toronto at this venue. It is certainly our first where we are not on the main floor. So for those of you that are confused, because I've had the conversation several times today between the North and the South buildings, if you don't go a lot, just make sure you guys know the South building is the building that has all the escalators to get down to the main area.
Yeah.
The North building is the other building where they have most of the big celebrity guests, and you do your autograph signing and you get your photo ops and such. So we are in the North building, but not on the main floor, not on the main concourse. You have to go down a set of escalators and head right towards the red carpet, and then go past the red carpet, keep going down a hall, look for room 203. That's going to be us.
Natasha's saying Second Cup is the coffee shop in the North building. Yeah, it's at
Okay, Second Cup.
but that's at the end of that hallway. So
It's at the end,
literally, when you come down to the bottom of the escalators, from what we figured out, the red carpet's going to be there.
Ed's saying the Retro Arcade used to be there. I have been to the Retro Arcade. I don't remember it being there because I didn't think I'd even been to this area of the con, but maybe I have because I've definitely gone to the Retro Arcade when they had it there. So, so there's that. Wayne is saying he's going to be there for all 4 days. He's cosplaying a black geek wearing a geek shirt. That's, hey man,
that works.
Cosplays for everyone.
That works.
Yep.
Is that towards the hotel entrance? Is asking Dean McInnes? No, it's on the opposite side.
Direction.
Yeah, other side.
So if you get to the bottom of the escalator, you would go left to the hotel. You go right for us.
Yeah.
So for those that were at Toronto Comic Con, where the red carpet was, that's essentially the wall to the room we're going to be in.
Yes.
Or something to that effect.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah. Yep. If you were coming in from the opposite side, if you're coming in from the parking lot, which quite a few people do, into that entrance in the North building, you would actually hang a left instead of going. So yeah, you're not going towards the hotel. You're going towards the other direction.
Well, people that are buying tickets or that are picking up tickets will have to go through the dock. So they got to go up the ramp and then come in through the dock side. So they're coming in right at the top level. The people that then have already their passes for the weekend can then just come in and out from street level at the bottom of the escalators, which is where we'll be. Yeah. So we'll be right by the doors, basically.
Yeah, we're going to do, have you ever been driving down a road and they've got like, there's a furniture supply store and they've got some guy out in a costume and he's got like the sign and shit. We're going to have, one of us is going to be out there spinning a sign.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest Megan, since she's going on about how she's going to be the sober one. So she should be, she's the only one that will be able to handle a sign at that point. I will be in no condition to handle a sign at that point or at any point during the weekend. So I nominate Megan.
You don't want to see me try and be coordinated in any way, shape, or form. Just gonna be.
Oh God, please have a sign says Haven Creatives. I don't know what we're going to do to call attention. Yeah, guys, let's get it out of the way. Thank you for the support, by the way, guys. Some of you are saying that it's a great spot and congrats and everything else, and that's cool. But we are, after the last two shows we've done in this venue last year for FanEXPO, I think it's fair to say and safe to say that we had the hit booth in the community area. We became the central hub for pretty much everything. And we've got the photos this show, like just the massive humanity that was at our booth. And then similar vibe for TCC. So to us, this does feel like a considerable step down to be in the North building, down in the basement, down the hall, and in a room. So
there won't be the
having
same
you,
foot traffic.
yeah. So we are going to make the best of it, guys. We're not just going to sit there and be mopey, but please come see us. Obviously, if you can find us, if you're having trouble finding us, I think we're going to have the opportunity to be on our phones. Like, just message one of us or message the main Geeks and Co account. We're happy to try to guide you in or whatever we need to do. But yeah, come on over, wearing a sign saying "Follow me to Geeks and Co," and people just end up at Steam.
You know what? I think it's pretty simple. Look for the red carpet.
Yeah.
If you can find the red carpet, you'll hear our music.
Yes, hopefully
or you'll hear Jeff on the mic.
Yeah.
You know,
hopefully it's the same layout as it was for Toronto Comic Con. It looks like it is. So
yeah, it looks like it totally is. Yeah.
Yep. Geeks and Co. There could be only one. I agree. Yes. The hotel is not on that side, but the hotel bar is just right down the hallway.
Yeah.
So that's definitely going to be a thing.
Yeah.
I will literally be loitering in your booth, says Megan Avery. You're all welcome. You've always all been welcome. You always will all be welcome. So please come to the booth, hang out, loiter as much as you want.
Yeah,
you'll have to put up with hearing me say the same thing in the microphone over and over and over again. So, but we'll have music and drinks and dancing and fun. And
we have found out that in that specific room that we're going to be in, Kid Remington with canned cosplay cards is going to be there. He's also going to have some help at the booth. I don't know if it's my place to be telling everybody who's going to be there, but I think it's safe to say that Cutie's going to be there. You know, she's been helping Kid a lot and good friend of the podcast, so she's going to be there for sure. Who else? I don't know. You'll have to come by and find out. We also found out today that it looks like Cybertronic Spree is also going to have a table in that space, but if it's anything like last year, we're probably going to see them for an afternoon, and then that'll be it. But for that afternoon, we're going to have some Transformers in the freaking building, guys. So you're going to want to make sure you come down and check them out because their costumes, although not massive, they're more regular people size, are still freaking dope as hell.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty cool.
They're Rodimus.
Last year they had two of them, I think. I don't know. I didn't see any more.
Yeah, they had Hot Rod and RC last year.
I hope they have more this year.
Yeah, their Soundwave is friggin' dope. So hopefully we get to see them again, and you'll, like I said, you'll want to make sure you come and check that out. Potentially somebody else in that area. I don't want to say too much because I don't know if he's actually gonna come or not. He did seem to suggest he just might not be coming, but you know, like I said earlier, we're still gonna make it a party, and make sure your costume is strapped on tight because woo, Jeff is gonna be drunk. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he is. Hell yeah.
You guys want to talk about your lineups for the weekend?
Sure, we can do that.
I think we've. I don't think it's spilling any beans at this point. I think we've.
Yeah, no, because we posted them, so we might as well.
We've posted him and all that stuff. So let's see if I can bring that up here quickly. Can I? Yes. I understand. There we go. And the first one on my list.
Hey, and me.
Ms. Megan.
So my lineup for the weekend, for our horror day on Thursday, I am going to be as Frankie from The Walking Dead. For Friday, when we're doing Sci Friday, I'm going to be wearing my Rey because I think we're all in Star Wars that day.
We actually are all in Star Wars that day. Funny enough, that's why we made it a Star Wars meetup that day. Yeah.
Yep. Forgive that. Then Saturday for villains, I'm going to wear my Jareth. And on Sunday for DC, I'm working on a new Poison Ivy that is inspired by this Hayden Williams design, but not an exact copy because I like structural stability and safety in the clothing I wear in public.
So how's that coming along? Because this is a brand new costume that you've been.
Yeah, this is a brand new one. So
is it done
I
at this
have all
point?
pieces now. I'm dyeing the like ivy strands that are going to wrap around like my arms and my legs. I'm putting straps on the bodysuit. I have the pieces for like the skirt and the appliques, so it's just all doing some stitches to put it together. Should be okay. I've still got like 7 days. It's plenty of time.
Tons of time.
Yeah, tons of time. Exactly. Build a whole new costume in 7 days.
I mean, I have before.
Here's my lineup. Thursday. Thursday, I'm doing Jason, and I'm sure you guys are used to seeing my Jason mask hanging up here. And as you can see, it's not there right now because it's basically ready to go. But I did buy a cheap like Jason mask, like what he looks like under the mask, and it looked okay. But when I got it, it was like all one color, and it was just really weird. And so I spent a lot of time repainting the mask and adding a lot of detail and making sure that you can see all the details in the mask. So I did a lot of that. So doing Jason for Horror Day on Thursday. I'm doing Revan again on Friday, and hopefully this will be a redeemer for Revan. I'm going to actually have my proper cloak this time, not that stupid ass friggin'
tablecloth.
Like, dude, it was like a costume store, like cloak with arms. Like his cloak is not supposed to have arms. It's just a hood, right? Anyway, listen, it was a pain in the ass, and I was very upset. And I'm gonna have my proper cloak for FanEXPO. So we're Revan on Friday. Obviously, Predators on Saturday. I feel like we can't do FanEXPO without doing Predators on Saturday. And then because Freeze is unfortunately not going to be ready for FanEXPO, I'm doing Mr. Red Hood again. You know, what are you gonna do? Oh, I mean, I don't know if I've shown you guys this.
Let me get into the tickle trunk here.
Yeah,
maybe I should, but just so that everybody understands what's going on.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
It's a frozen fist of doom.
You know, and it's all gonna light up because it's built in glow in the dark filament, which makes it like semi-translucent, so I can add lights to the back and it all glows. So that's gonna be cool.
Awesome.
But now I'm having issues with my printer, man. I can't seem to print the second part of this, and it's just pissing the hell out of me. I'm really struggling, and that's why at one point I was like, you know what? Like, this is too much headache. I'm putting him on pause. Screw it. There's too much to do between now and FanEXPO to be messing around with this.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be around for Comic-Con. Don't
It
quote
gives
me
you
on
lots
that,
of
folks.
time to
Don't
polish it
quote,
off.
yeah, don't quote me on that, folks.
Yeah.
It will be ready at some point.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Roberto, the bad MFer.
That's me. You know, we haven't done like the horror part before at a con, so I'm excited to be doing that this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be not Mr. Michael Myers, because you think he's actually watching, but I'm gonna be Myers. Friday. You know what? I didn't have.
He says Rob's gonna be me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be him. Friday for Star Wars. I didn't have a Star Wars cosplay, and everybody else wanted to do it, so I got roped into it. So I
Contain your excitement, sir.
No, but now, you know, I've done a lot of research. I've watched all the movies a couple times over again. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that one because actually, can you see that's the helmet's right here? I did that one myself. Saturday.
Hang on. Time out.
Going too fast?
Yeah, you're gonna talk about that for a second. So, guys, Rob, this is how this project started. Rob decided to 3D print his own Kylo Ren helmet, and I gotta say, dude, it came out fucking dope.
I'm pretty
amazing.
happy with it, to be honest with you. I surprised myself. So that turned out pretty good.
It's looking really, really good. And like, you know, good old fashioned Rob, I mean, once you get him started down a rabbit hole, I mean, you can't help but tumble right the way down.
All the way down to the bottom, yeah.
So, you dragged him kicking and screaming, and then he just dove in head first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I drove out I don't know, to Brampton to get a lightsaber, and I got the Black Series, and it's not going to be 501st approved, but that's not what I'm looking to do.
Neither is mine, dude. So no problem.
No. Saturday, you know, the signature Predators. Sunday, I'm going to be the Riddler to Jeff's Batman. So yeah, I like the DC one. DC one's good. We always have a good show for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we always have a good show because a lot of people love to dress up in DC characters.
Yeah.
And when they know ahead of time, hey, we're doing DC Day on that day. Well, hey, might as well do it on that day. Everybody else is doing it on that day, right? So
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're gonna see the Geeks and Company at a convention anytime soon without a DC day, but
Mhm.
at least not Toronto Comic Con and FanEXPO. That's for sure.
Fair. Yeah.
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 True.
That works.
I mean, some of the smaller cons.
Yeah, if it's
Some of
only
the
a
smaller
1 day or
cons
a
is
2
if
day
it's only a
affair,
1 or 2
then-
day,
Yeah, that
and
might be
it's
different.
all the way out, like you guys in London. Fortunately, we're limited on how much stuff we can bring, right? So we're usually limited to 1 or 2 costumes, but tis what it is.
Tis indeed
It is what it is.
what it is.
That is weird. Why is Jeff not showing up on the screen here?
Nah, nobody.
Sorry,
wants
Jeff, you don't get your
nobody-
graphic.
Nobody
There
wants
we
to-
go. There we
Hey.
go.
Hey, this nerd. So yeah, horror on Thursday. I'm roping Negan out of retirement. It's been a time. It's been a minute since I had one. Had him on. That's that there on Thursday is the entire reason I'm in this hobby. So it means a lot to me, and for some weird reason, people dig it. So Negan on Thursday for horror. Friday is going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi with that heavy ass cloak that you see there. That's that cloak weighs more than Megan does. It's very, very heavy. It's not fun to wear, but we suffer for
I'm
the
sorry.
It's only August. It's fine. It's fine to wear a super huge heavy
It's
cloak over my double linen suit there. Saturday, I am in fact debuting a new cosplay. That is not a picture of me. That is a picture of Richard E. Grant.
Oh
but,
wait, is it? I thought really.
yeah.
I
Shut
thought
up.
that was you.
No, I don't. I wish I looked as good.
It's
as
got the
Richard E.
same
Grant.
kind of scowl as you do.
A little bit of scowly. Yeah, had to have a little bit of scowly. Yeah, so it is done. I posted a couple of reels and I posted a picture today of classic Loki. So Andrew saying you beat me to doing classic Loki. Jeff, I tip my hat to you. Dude, as soon as I'm not a fan of Loki. I never have been, but as soon as I saw him on the show and then it was Richard E. Grant, I was like, that's what's up. That's what I got to do. Even though he's only in like 2 episodes. And then the Batman on Sunday. I've made a couple of little minor tweaks and modifications, especially to the cowl. I'm hoping it's going to be better. I put in a piece of Warblood to bridge the nose better, so it actually sits up off my face a little bit more, and I've got some padding in the back, so it sits forward a little bit better. So we will see what happens. But yeah, it's looks great, Jeff. I'm excited to see you. And thanks, man. It should be a good time. It should be fun. Rob and I are definitely going to be doing some saber crossing on Friday for sure. Did you add nipples to Batman? I, in fact, did not, Jamie, add nipples to Batman. Thanks for it. That is not one of the tweaks that I put in. Dirty girl.
Not
And,
the right Batman, Jamie. Not the right Batman.
No.
Oh, by the way, Jamie's going to also be joining us at FanEXPO.
Oh, yay.
2 days now. I can't remember if it was Friday, Saturday, or if it
The
was
2
Saturday,
days I'll be
Sunday.
leaving the booth the most often to avoid the abuse.
Keep a lid on your drink.
Yeah, no shit. Why is Jeff passed out in the corner?
He's fine.
No, guys, it'll be a good time. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, Jamie.
There you go. I might be stuck at your booth. My new surprise build may not fit through doors very well. Dude, no one's stuck at the booth. Just come on into the booth
Yeah,
in the room.
come on,
and
bud.
Yeah, you're more than
You're
welcome.
I think there's
welcome.
going to be plenty of space in that room for a lot of people to stack in there. At least
Yeah.
I hope so.
Abuse.
I'm hoping to break capacity in those rooms. That's what I want to do. I want us to get kicked out of there because we brought in too many people in that damn convention center.
Feel like surprise.
JS is bound to determine. Ever since we got notification, JS is bound to determine to get us kicked out. So don't be surprised if you see the Geeks that go packing up their shit early and being escorted from the building, because that just might happen. JS is like on a mission for that to happen.
Memorable.
So,
Let's try to make it through Thursday, okay?
yeah. Yeah.
No, I think we'll make it
All
through
these cons,
Thursday.
JS is like, fuck this, man. We're getting kicked out. I'm like, settle down.
We haven't even unpacked yet.
That'd be a good goal. It'd be
It's a fun
interesting to
goal.
see what it would take.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me it wouldn't be a viral video. A couple of predators getting booked and put into the back of a police car.
Okay, there's a difference between kicked out and arrested. That might be a little much.
We're going to find out, kids. Tune in next week.
I'd say Geeks and Co booth on Front
For
Street.
the
There you go.
recap, providing we make bail.
If you guys get arrested, I am leaving you there.
Valued team member, editor Megan, everybody. If y'all get arrested, I'm not bailing you out. I'm leaving. Okay. Thanks, Megan. Thanks. Nice to know you have our backs.
I'm pretty sure we mentioned that earlier when you decided you wanted to be part of this clown show.
We've talked about getting donations for the channel, guys. The donations are clearly going to go to the bail fund. So please bail out your local geeks when we get
I
thrown
don't
in the
have enough
hooskow.
money after this past weekend to bail you out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Talking about donations, guys, we got a couple of orders for t-shirts for delivery at FanEXPO. So, guys, if you are interested in supporting the channel, supporting what we do at these cons, you want to get yourself a Geeks Go t-shirt, go check out our website, geeksandcompany.ca. Our shop is the first thing at the top. You can order t-shirts for delivery at FanEXPO. Unfortunately, we cannot sell them there. But if you buy them ahead of time, we can make them this weekend and we can have them ready for you at FanEXPO. But I do need those orders before Friday so I can get these done for you guys this weekend. But yeah, want to help us out?
I mean, if we want to get kicked out, we can sell them there.
Well, you know. Myers Corp saying 2 Predators and Loki were thrown out of today's FanEXPO. Yeah, exactly. I could already see the headlines.
They blamed Kang as they were getting escorted out.
It's all his fault.
I don't know if we should invoking Kang when talking about legal troubles. That might be bad if you're current on the news, kids. That might not be the best move for us. So
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
so did I.
Yeah,
I heard I thought I heard he might actually be out of legal trouble.
Oh.
It sounds like the person that was going after him is potentially backing down, and I don't know. Listen, I don't know what the situation is, but
we will find out eventually.
Yeah, we'll find out. I'm sure we will. I mean, these days we find almost everything out. And again, we really find nothing out, let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of lineups, guys, we want to hear what you guys are doing. Some of you guys are being awful coy in there, like, I might be doing this little Spider-Man villain. Throw it in the chat, guys. Let us know what you guys are doing. What can we expect to see from you guys, especially if you guys are going to come around the booth, and every single one of you better be coming around the booth at some point.
If you're going to be at FanEXPO and you don't come by the booth, I mean, you're fired.
We're done. We're all done. Friendship, over.
Done.
Over.
You don't exist.
That's right. You're dead to us. He's dead, Jim.
Do you want to talk a little bit about the fact that we actually have some feature cosplayers that are going to be,
of course,
spending some time at our booth?
Yes.
So, guys, we have reached out to a number of cosplayer friends of ours, friends of the podcast, friends of the Geeks and Company, people that, we all know very well and have been building relationships with over the last couple of years, and have graciously agreed to spend some time at our silly booth at FanEXPO 2023. And you know what? Let me bring this first one up here because this one is a returning character for us. Why is it doing that? Why is it?
It's to build suspense.
I think it's a user error.
No, because I can. There it is. Yay! I don't understand what's going on, but that's right. Bakari Cosplay, Mr. Richard Bakari, is coming back. He's going to be at our booth at the very least for 3 days. Thursday from 4 to 5 as Hellboy. He will also be there Friday from 4 to 5. Sorry, Thursday 5 to 6.
How drunk are you?
Just a little. Just a little.
Jesus.
Friday 4 to 5 as Locutus of Borg. Again, he was Locutus with us last year. He spent most of the day with us on Star Trek Day at Toronto Comic Con as Locutus of Borg. And then Saturday he is pulling back out his Darth Maul 4 to 5 on Saturday for Villains Day.
Yeah.
Richard's such a trooper.
He
like, hey, do you want to come back and hang out at the booth and spend some time with people and take pictures? Yeah, for sure, man. No problem. The guy's a total trooper.
It definitely helps that he's of an age with us as well. So that's
for sure.
Yeah.
Also returning again, probably multiple days, but for sure, if you want to get pictures with her, Sheer Creations is coming back to the booth Friday from 12 to 2. She will be here for our Star Wars meetup as Mr. Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. That armor is so dope.
Oh, it's
I
so
mean, let's
good.
be honest. All her costumes, all of her cosplays are freaking
They're
like
so amazing all the time.
movie
Yes.
quality, but this one particularly is just insane. This one and her Nazgul.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That
Oh my God.
Nazgul.
That was amazing.
It's
Dope.
real metal armor.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Yeah.
It clinks when she walks.
Yes.
It
amazing.
does. It's
Yeah.
insane. It's
So cool.
absolutely insane. So we will have Din Djarin showing up for Star Wars Day, so that should be cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Sam Sino here is saying that Nazgul is legit. It really is.
It really is.
Friday, we've got a little bit of a special thing going on. We've got Faz Guardian that's going to be coming by in his Thor. Now, let's be honest, Faz Guardian has like 13 different Thors now.
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah, so which one he decides to come with is still up in the air, or maybe he knows, we just don't. But he is coming as Thor and will be partnering up with, that's right, Mr. Niagara Iron Man. Ben Barry is going to be there at the same time. So they're going to be doing a little bit of Thor Iron Man duo. They're going to be spending a couple hours at the booth. So if you want to get your pictures taken with Iron Man and Thor, Friday 2 to 4. Saturday. We got a lot of people coming by on Saturday, guys.
Yes.
We've got Richard coming back on Saturday. We've got our friend Becca, Not Possible, coming by Saturday from 11 to noon. Now, this is not the cosplay she's doing. She is doing a brand new Demona from Gargoyles. So she's in the process of building her wings, which are not done. We're a week before the con, guys. Go check out her Instagram because she is cutting it close. It'll be interesting to see if she actually makes it or not. But she will be premiering her new Demona with us on Saturday. That should be a great time. I can't wait to see that. We should do a Gargoyles group. That would be amazing. Like,
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Freakish. Well. If it isn't Mr. Noah, who's in the comments right now, is going to be, well, actually, Freakish is going to be joining us for Friday and Saturday at the con. When you'll be able to see him at the booth is here and there. That being said, he will be for sure at the booth Saturday from 1 to 3 in his Green Goblin. So, guys, if you want to come and take some pictures, that will be the time. By the way, I just want to make sure I mention my Doc Hawk will be at FanEXPO on the stand like it was at London Comic Con. So people that want to take pictures as Doc Ock with the Green Goblin, this is your chance.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's going to be dope. That's going to be dope. I don't think he's bringing a costume for Friday. I think he's going to do a cash day on Friday so he can do a little bit of shopping and walking around and,
That's a smart
be
move.
just a normal con goer for one day. And then he's going to be doing a Green Goblin on the Saturday. So, Noah, you're going to get mugged, bud. I'm telling you right now, you watch out. I don't think you understand what's going to be going on here. And then finally, but certainly not the least, another great friend of the podcast, Ms. Chantal Cosplay. Now, maybe I will announce it. Becca, Not Possible, and Ms. Chantal Cosplay will be helping out Kid Remington at the Can Cosplay Cards booth. So you will be able to see them there most of the weekend, but she will be spending some time at her booth premiering her brand new Hawk Girl cosplay. Now she's doing the animated version of Hawk Girl from Justice League, not Unlimited, the original Justice League show. What was that one called?
Justice League.
It was just Justice League.
Yeah.
So she's doing the Hawk Girl from the original Justice League show. So I cannot wait to see that. We're going to have Becca with wings on Saturday, and then we're going to have Chantal with wings on Sunday. Guys, it's going to be, I think, popping at the Geeks & Co. booth. We're going to have a lot of cosplayers on top of us. So come and check it out. I think it's going to be a fun time. We're not professionals, guys. We do this for fun. But, man, I guarantee you, if you're into cosplay, well, if you're listening to us, you're into cosplay. I think that goes without saying. Yes. But if you are into cosplay, come and check this out. It will be a freaking blast.
Yeah, well.
We don't really know much about what's going on with the con yet, do we? Like, we don't know. Like, there's not even a floor plan. We've got artists or celebrities that are now pulling out. Millie Bobby Brown has officially pulled out. Not sure if there's anybody else that's going to be pulling out. Like, what are kind of your expectations for coming FanEXPO 2023? What do you guys like? Are we going to have another record-breaking year? 190,000 people this year. Like what do you guys expect for this year?
I'm expecting. It seems like they sold every nook and cranny they could find in that MTCC, where they've stuffed people everywhere. So I'm expecting. I think they're expecting massive crowds, like probably bigger than we've seen before.
Mm-hmm. Which means it's going to be hell getting down those aisles during prime time.
It's going to be awful.
Sure. There's certainly no way we're going to be able to go in some of our costumes from one building to another. It'll take 6 hours to get there and back.
Oh, not with that attitude.
Yeah, there's no way.
You know what? You know how we can do it? We just got to yell, "Coming through!
Make way!"
You know, like I said before, we take the PA system, we hook it up to the portable power pack, and we just walk through.
Done. Easy.
Are you carrying the speaker?
I'll put it on a backpack and carry it.
Maybe we put it on like a skateboard or something and we roll it behind us.
That's a good idea.
Although that might be a bit of a pain getting down the
So people are talking about what they're doing now. So Miley, which is Tanith's daughter, is doing Ellie from The Last of Us and Ghostface. So very, very cool. Our friend Snowhawk cosplays Doctor Strange on Friday, Batman on Sunday. Other 2 days he has not announced yet. Our friend Dana from Haven Creatives bringing a friend who's never been to FanEXPO before, and we're doing 2 pair cosplays together. I won't say mine, but they're doing Wednesday and Ariel. Very, very cool.
What's Alex? Alex? Is that his name? Dana.
Different Dana.
Oh, different Dana. Oh, sorry. I thought that
Different
was the
Dana.
same Dana.
Yes. No. Different Dana. Yep.
Sorry,
That's
Dana.
okay. That's all right.
Awkward.
Or pull at 501st like everyone else, or you could just tell them like I told them, go around like everyone else. You're nobody special.
Yeah.
You're just like the rest of us. Go around, you pieces of shit. Anyways.
We'll see if that interaction happens again.
Oh, God, I fucking hope so.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, the 501st is actually going to be in the South Building. So
yeah, I don't think we'll have a ton of interaction with them. So
no, the 501st in the South Building. From what I heard, the Doctor Who Society is also in the South Building.
I have heard the same.
So we have a lot of friends that we've made over the years with those guys that unfortunately we're probably not going to see a lot for FanEXPO.
Mr. Andrew is saying he's trying to get the Eraser ready for the Sunday DC.
Oh, yes.
So that's cool.
Yes, I've never actually seen Eraser in person. That's amazing. Yeah.
And I did see earlier, I'm trying to see if I can scroll back and get there. I know Sam Sino is in the chat there somewhere, and I think he mentioned he's doing his Johnny Ringo from Tombstone on Saturday. He's going to bring his bad guy Western guy to the booth. I can't find the chat where he said that now, but oh, there he is. Johnny Ringo will probably show up for Saturday to play for blood. Absolutely. That's okay. I'm a Loki survive, even though I spoiler alert die in the show. Anyways, it's Marvel. No one's ever really dead. I'm sure they'll find a way to bring me back.
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever really dead.
Yep.
Until the person doesn't want to come back anymore, then they're really dead.
This is good. Yeah, Sam's got a good idea. We can, if we need to get somewhere fast, we just do the get help. We just do the get help bit. It'll work.
You realize
the get help bit.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. I'm Loki. We're not doing get help. Fuck that. That's not cool. I will not be tossed, sir. I am. Yeah, it's not. Glorious purpose
every time.
Yes. The glorious. Yes. So there would be some glorious purposing for sure.
Guys, we have meetups going on all week next week. I think it goes without saying, if we're going to be at FanEXPO, we're going to be organizing meetups. And that means that Teresa, our photographer, will be ninjaing her way through taking photos. So if you want to get some cool meetup shots, make sure you come and check some of these out. And we might as well go through some of them right away. Of course, Thursday night, our first night, we have our horror meetup. So guys, we're doing horror day. We're all dressed in horror costumes, as you saw earlier. If you're interested in getting in on the horror shenanigans, make sure you come and meet with us. By the way, Jen spent like 3 hours putting together a bunch of playlists. So we've got music playlists for all these different meetups. So again, told you guys we're going to be partying at FanEXPO. It's going to be something else. Friday at noon is our Star Wars meetup. Now, guys, there is another Star Wars meetup, but that only lasts 15 minutes. In where the featured cosplay guests are going to be, which I believe is room 205. So there's a 15-minute Star Wars cosplay happening there, I believe at 11 or 11:30, and then we have our meetup at 12 in room 203. So, guys, if you're going to be dressed up in Star Wars this weekend, make sure you come by, check us out. If we have any 501st members in the chat right now or watching, make sure you tell everybody. Come down to the Geeks & Co. We're doing a Star Wars meetup at noon. The more Star Wars cosplayers and costumers, the better. It'll be a fun time. Like I said, if we can blow up the capacity on that room, man, I would just be the happiest friggin' guy in the world. Oh, wrong way. Of course, Saturday is our villains meetup. Now, we've never really done a proper villains meetup in the past, but this time we're saying, you know what? We're doing a villains meetup. Me and Rob are obviously going to be doing our predators, which are, I guess, are more monsters than villains, but whatever you want to call them. If you are wearing a villains cosplay this weekend, make sure you come check this out. You're debuting your Loki. Have you been like in front of the mirror practicing like doing faces and doing and you know, he's like a master of faces in that show.
He's very good.
Jeff, I think we've lost your audio.
Yes, sorry.
There you go.
Yes, as you can see from the 2 reels and then the picture I posted today, I definitely have got the crazy eyes going for sure. So, yeah, he does spend most of the show though until that final moment as just a grumpy old guy that complains a lot, and I figure I can lean into that pretty hard. That's pretty on point. So,
yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, of course, our DC meetup. We were talking about it earlier. We've got the Batman and the Riddler that are going to be there. I'm sure we're going to have a bunch of other DC characters. I've already seen, we know Hawk Girl is going to be there. I believe
Miss Megan there doing a new Poison Ivy too.
That's right. There's a new Poison Ivy being premiering that day as well.
Yep, I'm sure I will have regrets, but I'm excited anyway.
I hear Kid's going to be doing a Joker.
Nice.
Oh, is he? Awesome.
Yeah. Now, whether he does his Jack Nicholson Joker or his Heath Ledger Joker, I don't think he had decided when I last spoke to him, but either way, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, this seems to be our biggest meetup every year. I don't know if it's because it's on the last day and everybody's like, all right, let's do this. But yeah.
Who knows?
The DC meetup is kind of where it's at.
It's happening.
Guys, we're 45 minutes in. We've done almost the whole round of everything that's going on. I think the last thing that we do need to talk about is the fact that we're going to be doing live broadcasts every single day.
Yes.
From the con floor. I kind of feel like it's become a staple of what we do at cons. You know, if we're going to go to a con, we're going to broadcast from the con. We're going to show you guys that can't be there what it's all about, what's happening, some of the cosplays. Thank you, Noah. I will get to that right after. I forgot one big important part. Thank you. I had that queued up actually. I will pull it back up. Broadcasts every day from the show floor. I believe actually, let me see if I can pull up the schedule. We are doing 7 p.m. on Thursday night now. That's our regular podcast day. So our regular Geek Boutique podcast is going to be live from the con floor. And then 3 p.m. every other day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to be going live at 3 p.m. Whether they're full hour shows or they're shorter broadcasts, listen, we don't know. But we're going to try to get as most of the show as we can. We're going to try to make our way to the South Building at least one day for the podcast. We're going to try to talk to as many cosplayers as we can. We're going to maybe try to crash some of the celebrities, and see if we can, I don't know. I mean, you know, like I said, I don't really mind if I get kicked out this year. So what the hell? So make sure that you keep an eye on our Instagram, because every time we're going to go live, we're going to post about it. And then we're going to be live right here on YouTube. It's a good time to let everybody know that if you're not subscribed to the Geeks & Co channel, what the frick are you doing, guys? Make sure you click that subscribe button. Click the notification bell. Because if you click the notification bell, every time we go live, every time we upload a new video, anytime we do anything here on YouTube, it'll send you a notification to let you know, hey, Geeks & Co, we're doing something. So make sure you do that. Freakish is saying, I will be popping into the Saturday show, log in to say hi. We are definitely going to spend some time talking to Freakish. We're for sure going to spend some time talking to almost every one of our cosplayers, because we've made sure that throughout the weekend, everybody is scheduled roughly around the times that we're doing podcasts. So we're hoping to get everybody on at least for a few minutes, for those of you that can't make it to the show. One more little detail here that I was about to forget, that I don't know why, but guys, if you didn't know, our friend Freakish here has made templates that are available on his Etsy to build your own Predator wrist blades and wrist computer gauntlets. He's actually made a set that he's finished and painted and is all ready to go, and that we're going to be raffling off at Toronto Fan Expo. So if you want to get your hands on one of these, even if you just want them for display, they're going to be available at Fan Expo. Raffle tickets are going to be very, very simple. Raffle tickets are going to be $2 each. You'll be able to buy 3 tickets for $5 or 15 tickets for $10. They're all going to go in a box. And on Sunday, we're going to raffle who wins these wrist blades and wrist computers. Pickup, however, is at the show. If you're not going to be there to pick them up, you got to make sure you're able to find your way at the end of the day on Sunday to downtown Toronto to come and pick these up, or at the very least live in the vicinity where we can easily get them to you.
Yeah, those are pretty awesome. Good job, Noah.
Yeah, they look pretty good, and they're all foam.
Yeah,
like
they are,
yeah, like these are really neat. Like some of these angles that, like, look at the buttons. They almost look like they're brushed aluminum. You know what I mean? Like it's yeah, he did a really, really good job on that.
Yeah. The arm the computer there on the arm is, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it opens.
It looks, I believe it does.
And
on the like inside, you got the 4 screen.
Yeah, it's got a
have in the movie where you can tap the detonation or whatnot.
Yeah.
Right? So
I'm looking forward to seeing those.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. They're pretty neat. So these are gracefully donated, guys, by Noah. And as you can see at the bottom of that picture, 100% of the proceeds of this raffle is going to be going to Ronald McDonald House Charities Canada. We're going to be collecting money at the booth, guys. So if you want to help out with the Ronald McDonald House Charities, make sure you come and check it out. This is your way to give back and donate to an amazing cause. I mean, I feel like if of all the kids' causes, the Ronald McDonald House is the one that usually gets the back seat. So if we can support them as much as we can, we'll always support them as much as we can.
Yep.
Indeed.
10 minutes left to go, guys. What are you looking forward to this weekend? Other than the drinking and you know passing out.
I do want to say before we get into that, somebody asked earlier if we would have the jungle backdrop there, and we will in fact have the jungle backdrop with the pillars.
Correct.
We also have a new backdrop for photos that we are debuting at this con. That's like a cityscape backdrop. That's pretty cool that we're excited about. So we will have at least those 2, and I think we're going to have the step and repeat. So we're going to attempt to have
setup. Yeah.
Several places to come and take different types of photos. So it should cater to a bunch of different types of cosplays, different genres, different fandoms. So there's going to be lots of opportunities there to take some awesome pictures. But yeah, what am I looking forward to? I want to do some more shopping. I want to find some time to do shopping. Probably use my my privilege and do it before the crowds arrive.
That's always a good idea. First thing early morning.
Yeah, where the doors open.
Yeah. Friday morning, I feel like, is the best time, right? You know, everybody's there now. There wasn't a lot of shopping done on Thursday, so most of the good stuff is still around. And if you go there early enough, like I said, you beat the crowds, and then you don't miss out on all the good stuff. Because by Saturday night, Sunday, all the good stuff is gone, right?
Generally, if there's something specific or rare, or they only brought one, that's happened to me. I've gone back an hour later and shit, the thing
It's
I wanted
gone.
is gone. Yeah.
Yep. That's why when you see it, you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Producer Jen is saying, I think VIP access is at 9:30 a.m. I believe it is. Regular doors open at 10. I think VIP and full weekend pass holders get access at 9:30. But don't quote me on that.
Quote him.
Natasha Ray.
Quote him.
Natasha Ray is saying last minute con crunching for FanEXpo. Maybe popping by VonCon. Yeah, funny you say that. Me and producer Jen may be doing a quick pop in at VonCon. They had invited us to go. We just couldn't find the time and the resources to put a booth together, and like a week before a week before FanEXpo was too much. But we may pop in just to go say hi to everybody, film a couple videos, test out our new audio, guys. We've got some brand new audio equipment. Just saying, we're stepping up our podcast game for this year. So we've got some audio upgrades, some camera upgrades. So we're gonna test our new setup probably at VonCon for a couple hours this weekend. So that should be neat to check out as well.
Bringing that production value.
Yeah, I funny enough, I've been actually looking at a lot of like video making videos on how to get nice shots and so on and so forth, and I want to try to up our video quality and value, so yeah. Marianne is saying definitely feeling the con crunch now. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's in the con crunch mode right now. Appreciating I'm excited to see all these awesome people I've gotten to know via online, but in person this time. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a big part of why cons are so fun, because we're gonna get to hang out with all you guys, and we only get to do that like once or twice a year. So yeah.
Get to remember the faces that exist behind the Instagram profiles.
And producer Jen saying cosplayers supporting cosplayers, that is the way to go for sure. Megan, what about you? What are you looking forward to this weekend?
I would say I'm just looking forward to being able to see everybody in person. It has been a time. Yeah. Just having the base of the booth is always nice, because you're not trying to like grab someone as you're running past them in a hallway as like everyone's pushing past to try and get to like another booth or the other building, and you're not like, I'll catch you later, and then getting lost in the sea of humanity.
It's funny you say that, because last year, I keep saying last year, not last year, earlier this year at Toronto Comic Con, that's exactly what it felt like. If you stepped into the alley, you were gone. Like,
oh no, I'm done.
Yeah, it was like a wave. That's it. Like if you step out, that's it. You are gone. You know. So hopefully, being in a room this year is going to mitigate that a little bit. We won't get that super heavy flow of traffic, and when people come around, they'll actually be able to hang out and chat and.
Yeah, instead of being to push on in the wave of people.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So we'll have to see how that all turns out, but we definitely got to look at the positive sides too, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Natasha Wright is saying can't wait to meet fellow spider villains. Well, there's definitely going to be a very, very, very big spider villain there this weekend for sure. Well, and a very clawy one as well. Jeff.
Yeah.
What about you?
What am I looking forward to the most?
Yeah.
Verbally sparring with Jamie on Saturday and Sunday. That's definitely a big one.
Yeah, that should be a good show.
Yeah, for me, I've mentioned this before. For everybody else on the team, this is a huge, I don't want to say a huge sacrifice for them, but half the team wouldn't be going to the show at all if we didn't have a booth, and the other half might be going for like a day or two if we didn't have a booth. So the fact that everybody's coming for 4 days is a blessing for me, because I'm a fucking nerd, man. Like I would I buy a 4-day ticket every single time. I get a hotel and I stay in Toronto every single year, regardless of whether we have the booth or not. So for me, getting to hang out with you guys for a weekend is super, super dope. The first time I did that, if we'll all recall, I cried like a baby on the Sunday at the end of it because of how overwhelmed I was with that weekend. Being a guest at FanEXPO has been my dream for the last 8 years, and I finally got to do it with you guys. So getting to do this again with you guys, even though we're in the fucking basement, down a fucking hall, in a fucking room, I don't care because I get to spend those 4 days with you guys. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Yes, I want to see all the friends, all the people, all the faithful, the listeners, the viewers, our acquaintances, the people who like to pop in. I want to see every single one of you. You're all getting mad hugs and high fives and all kinds of fist bumps and shit, but I come to hang out with you fucking geeks, and that's what we're going to do.
Now you're going to make me cry.
Oh,
yeah, I'm 100% on board with that. That's for sure. I think, I mean, look, I think it goes without saying, the only reason we do this is for the people, for the attendees, right? I feel like this year's going to be a little bit different. We're not doing it for the attendees because we realize that the regular congoers are probably not going to make their way down to where we are. We're actually doing it for us this year. We're doing it for our community, for the cosplayers, right? As much as I hate that we're not going to get the crazy crowds that we usually do, like, we're actually going to have a party with all our friends for like 4 days.
That's a good way to look at it.
Right?
Like, silver lining, that's definitely what it is.
Yeah, so
we're going to turn that into our area. And
yeah, exactly. Right. So,
although Michael is not invited because I completely forgot about this. And Michael is looking forward to trying to get Jeff to like me again after my Dark Knight review. Guys, if you don't watch the Monday Night Nerd, Michael took it upon himself to rank all the comic book movies, the top 10 worst comic book movies ever made. And he
guess
ranked
what
the Dark Knight.
One was.
He ranked the Dark Knight number 1. Yes, worse than Catwoman, worse than like Jonah Hex, like the worst. I don't like shitting on what people like or don't like, but bruh, like there's no way that's the one. I don't care how badly you feel about it. Just the structure of the film makes it one of the better films ever. That film changed the categories for Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
The year that film came out, they only were allowed to nominate 5 films for Best Picture, and this would have been number 6. And since then, because of that, now they can nominate up to 10. They did that for this movie, and you say it's the worst comic book movie ever made? Sir, put down the crack pipe, get yourself to a rehab, get yourself checked out, because something's wrong with that man. I'm sorry, but God damn, son.
By the way, Mr. Michael is doing a Dash Randar on Star Wars Day. So
he is, in fact, but he's not allowed to the booth. So
cool.
Fuck that guy. He's going to have to post a full retraction and an apology.
It's okay. We'll just make sure to sneak him in while you're away at the bar.
There you go. There you go. Mr. Sam Cino saying, I'm hoping to meet Handsome Mount while I debut my Colin Bohannon. Hell's on Wheels. Oh, I haven't watched Hell's on Wheels. You know, I'm gonna say this: we don't have a Trek day, but I'm still bringing my Strange New Worlds uniform.
Do it,
because I'm kind of hoping that.
We're in the North Building.
Exactly. Like if we can somehow sneak our way down that way, like on Saturday for a podcast in our, Strange New Worlds uniforms.
Yeah, I'd be down. Yep.
Yep. Just saying.
It's worth a shot.
It's worth a shot. Exactly.
What's the worst that happens? We just get to view Handsome Mount from afar and just bask.
Get
all.
How do you get your hair like that?
Get all hot. Yeah. You use a bump it. What's up with that?
Funny enough, he didn't have the crazy hair this season.
Not as it wasn't quite as.
No.
So last season, every episode, his hair gets bigger, bigger, and bigger. But this season, that didn't happen. It was fairly normal.
It was still pretty good.
Wrong. It looked pretty good. Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as like there was there's the one episode last season where it's like Johnny Bravo. right?
Yeah.
Like it's like holy cow. Yeah.
The makeup and hair department was still figuring out how to get volume without it just being standing vertically.
Well, that's why the D&D episode was so great. The character that he played, the fop that he played, and they had parted his hair down the middle, and it looks so
That was
ridiculous
genius.
comparative to how his
That
hair
was
normally
genius.
looks. So
Yeah.
it was pretty great. Well,
Guys, and now we're on the dot. I think we're gonna stop it here because we've got like 4 shows coming next week, so I don't think there's much point dragging it on. But folks, if you are going to be at Toronto Fan Expo next week, come by and see us. We would love to have you by the booth. Come and hang out. Like I said, we're gonna have some room. We're gonna turn it into a party. We're gonna be hanging out. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some music. We're gonna have Jeff on the mic.
don't forget your glow sticks.
Don't forget your glow sticks. Not sure how the Jeff on the mic is going to work out, though. I mean, it gets a little dicey some days, But make sure you guys come and check us out. Any parting words?
I have a parting word.
Yeah.
So on our 100th episode, I
Yeah.
sat there like a bump on a log during this piece when we were thanking everybody, and I failed to thank my wife and family for the time sacrifices that they make for me to be part of this. So I'm sure she's watching, and if not, I'm going to tell her to go back and rewatch this episode. But thank you
Give
very
us the
much
goddamn watch on YouTube.
to my wife and family. So that's my parting thought.
There you
Nice.
go. Better
Well
late
done.
than never.
Well,
There
done,
you
sir.
go.
Yep.
And for everybody else, well, make sure you stay geeky, everybody. We're going to see you 4 times next week. See you then. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Geek Boutique Podcast. Like always, if you prefer to listen to us, you can find us on all major podcast platforms. Now, make sure you don't forget to click that like and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell to make sure you never miss an